Wellbeing is worth an absolute fortune, and yet nobody ever seems to have the budget for it. Not the individual, not the corporate world, not even luxury hospitality. We invest millions into what people can see, or not at times. The stunning architecture, the decadent bedrooms, the exquisite dining experiences, the beautiful imagery, all obviously very important. And yet the very thing that determines whether someone truly remembers an experience often receives the least attention: their ability to connect. Because connection is what transforms a beautiful place into a meaningful experience. Hello, I'm Abigail. I am an experienced design architect, a curator of awe, and a leader of embodied living. Over the last 20 years, I have worked across beauty, spa, wellness, hospitality, movement, female health, and experience design. I know, what a list, eh? I opened my own studio, built communities, designed retreats, and created transformational experiences ranging from intimate gatherings to bespoke programs for global luxury brands, including the Ritz-Carlton Maldives Faroe Islands. And through all of those experiences, I have witnessed this exact extraordinary paradox play out around the globe. People surrounded by breathtaking beauty and yet unable to fully receive it. Unable to feel it, unable to connect with the people they are with, unable to connect with themselves, not because there's something wrong with them, but because we have become fluent in aesthetics and forgotten the language of embodiment. We see hotels locked in a constant race to outdo their competitors with promises of transformation, connection, or an emotional reset. But in the race to chase the next big wellness trend, brands forget their own core values. They put together experiences that speak of connection, that speak of awe, but under the surface, they're actually pretty plastic. Why? Because they fail to merge the experience with the environment, with the culture, and with the very land the hotel stands upon. Think about it. People don't just go to India to practice yoga because it's a physical workout. Well, they might, but they go because it holds a profound lineage and a meaning that a studio in London, with all due respect, because I've practiced in many studios in London, simply cannot replicate. When experiences are detached from their roots, they become transactional. Everything becomes compressed by a perceived lack of time and masked by an excessive use of financial resources. We become experts in creating beautiful environments while neglecting the internal environment of the human being experiencing them. And nowhere is this more apparent than in the wellness industry itself. Many of the people delivering wellbeing experiences are giving everything they have. The therapists, the practitioners, the hospitality teams, the events teams, the leaders behind the scenes. I've seen this with my own eyes. They care so much about the people they serve. They give everything. And yet many are unsupported in their own wellbeing because they don't have the resources for it. And this is exactly where the struggle lies for luxury properties today. How do you differentiate your brand when you're constantly led by fleeting trends, all while battling a high turnover of staff? And this is where I come in. I see myself as a bridge between a brand's unique philosophy, the environment it inhabits, and the evolving needs of the people it serves. By closely observing shifts in consumer behaviour, human biology, seasonal rhythms, and our deep human need for connection, I create experiences that deepen the relationship between guest, place, and purpose. My work isn't about putting on great events. It's about supporting people to truly feel the value of a brand through meaningful, embodied experiences. Because wellbeing isn't simply a treatment on a menu. It's not something we add to an already overloaded itinerary or human being. It's a way of understanding how human beings connect to themselves, to each other, to nature, and ultimately to life itself. We're witnessing a massive shift where people are no longer travelling to escape. They are travelling to remember, to reconnect, to find meaning, to experience something real. And the brands, destinations, festivals, and organisations that understand this will define the future of luxury. Not because they have the biggest spa, but because they create the deepest connection. Each week I'll be sharing what I've learned through decades of experience in movement, female physiology, sound, hospitality, experience design, and embodied living. We're going to explore how well-being moves beyond trends and becomes culture. How experiences move beyond entertainment and become transformation. And how luxury can evolve from something people admire to something people truly feel. Because the future of well-being isn't about doing more. It's about remembering what makes us human. Welcome.